Well, welcome to the affiliated New Thought Network, uniting the New Thought movement. And here we are introducing our sacred circles. And so this is an offering for our community and our membership. And my name is Reverend Ali Benjamin, and currently I'm serving as the president of the affiliated New Thought Network. We recently revealed our amazing and wonderful new vision and mission, uniting the New Thought movement through the conscious evolution of every member. ANTN is a loving, expanding alliance of thought leaders and spiritual communities. We empower and serve our members in actualizing each one's unique creative potential, providing valuable resources, serving those who serve, and uniting the New Thought movement is our purpose, our joy, and our honor. So, welcome. So we have two circles that we are wanting to share with you this evening. And one is, first of all, these circles will be held once a month. They'll be online, on Zoom, and there'll be a group for the senior ministers or the directors of our member centers and churches. So that will be probably one group, maybe a little bigger than 10. And so this group will be led by me for now until we get big enough, and then I will train another leader, and we'll have we'll have more as numbers require us to. So that's Conscious Leadership Circle is the name of the one for the ministers, the pulpit ministers, so the senior ministers. And then Conscious Evolutionaries Circles, this is again a monthly online group for ANTN members and members of ANTN member centers and churches. So this would include the people that attend the centers that are members of ANTN, as well as all the members, the independent members of ANTN, whether you are a minister or a practitioner, a Unity licensed teacher, or an author, or a member in general, this would be the group for you. We'll have several of these groups, and they will be, like I said, around 10 people. And once the group reaches 10, then or 11, there'll be a split, and then there'll be that will train leaders. The leaders will train the leaders of those groups that split. And so tell me more. So I talked about those two circles, and our circles are a wonderful way to connect on a real level with the ANTN community. Community connection and belonging. Circles meet on the online Zoom platform, which fosters a feeling of community, connection, and belonging. It also provides a wonderful opportunity to meet new people and make lifelong friends. The people who bond together in our circles typically grow close to one another, look after one another, and provide support and real-life insights about facing our challenges. The thought-provoking dialogue in our circles deliver insight and guidance that can help make our paths more fun and fulfilling. Circles meet once a month for meditation, discussion on a monthly topic, and a prayer. So I'm going to show you the ideal flow. Like I said, this is a brand new idea. While many of us have experienced small group circles in our centers and in our churches and out in other parts of our lives and the things that we participate in, I have been facilitating these circles at the two churches that I serve, one in Ogden, Utah, and one in Big Bear Lake, California. And this is how we have done it. So this is a rough outline. I'm looking to get feedback, and I trust and know that each circle will morph and change and become what it wants to become. This is merely an outline, an idea, some sort of structure so we can get going. But I have the hunch that each circle will sort of take on its own life and its own energy. And that's what we want. We don't want to make this cookie cutter, but for those that need that structure and support, we offer this flow. So this would be a traditional sort of opening or invocation that we might want to start our circles with. It's something that's worked really well for us. So the leader would say or ask somebody to read this out loud so everyone has an idea of what's expected. Within this circle, we belong, we are safe, and our privacy is respected. We are recognized as a unique, whole, and perfect expression of spirit. Our open sharing and vulnerability are seen as strengths and bring perspective, insight, and great value. We inspire minds, heal hearts, and transform lives. We accept, appreciate, and love each other. We embrace these truths in our body, mind, and soul. Our circle is now open. Again, this is just an idea, an outline, a suggestion. Then the leader would do a meditation, or maybe ask somebody within the group to lead a meditation. It could be something that could be passed around and a different person do it each month. And then there'll be a focused topic, as well as spiritual principles and practices that naturally come up because we've been teaching these principles, these science of mind and new thought principles for some time, many years, many of us. And so this will naturally come in. And this is something that we really want to enforce, or not enforce, but to encourage, because it aligns with our new vision, uniting the New Thought movement through the conscious evolution of every member. So we, as leaders within ANTN, want to offer spiritual principles and practices so that we can be aligned with our vision and our mission to expand consciousness and offer that through these circles. What I don't have here, I'm just realizing for the first time, then there'd be discussion and sharing. And what has worked really well for us is that each circle has a some kind of way that you know whose time it is to speak. So when we meet in person, we have a stone or a feather or something that's significant that a person holds, so everyone respects it's that person's time to share. I have found that giving each individual time to share without cross-talking and advice giving is very empowering. That way people feel comfortable that they're not going to be talked over or given advice. Now there will be opportunities within and usually the circle will go for about an hour. There's an opportunity for breakout rooms. A breakout room is where the facilitator or the leader can put all 10 people into a private chat room, if you will, with one or two other people. So you might use this as a leader as a way for people to have a deeper conversation about a particular subject. There could be a couple of people that have a similar concern, especially, let's say, within the ministers group, the pulpit minister or the center ministers group, they may have a particular concern about something that they would like to get some feedback and have some conversation. So we would use breakout rooms to have that chat, that deeper conversation within the hour-long circle. So again, there's many ways that we can move with these circles. It doesn't have to be the same every time. You could have once in a while, you could have a particular topic, or you could even do movement or There's all kinds of things we can do. Just because we're here on Zoom doesn't mean we can't stand up and move around. So there's lots of ways that we can make it fun and interesting and engaging. And another idea is that the individuals within the group take turns in choosing the topic or the focus, and then that person for for the month that they're selected would lead that group. So lots of ideas, and I'm going to give you a moment in a minute to ask some questions. So each circle will end with a prayer, and you might want to gather those prayer requests in the chat, or maybe you go around at the beginning and introduce each other and ask what you would like to hold in prayer for each one. And so there's different ways that you as a leader or you as a participant will be supported in prayer within these circle groups. Also, an idea is that within these circles that there could be partnerships, prayer partners could be formed. So if a circle had 10 people, you could make groups of 3 or 2, and those small groups could be prayer partners and also meet once a month outside of this monthly ANTN circle. They could meet on their own time to have even further and greater support and connection. So the way to join a circle, if you're interested in joining a circle or you want to invite somebody within your community, they can email me at revalleyb@gmail.com, and that's a way I'm going to be organizing the list of people, and then we'll be placing people in groups, and so you'll receive email confirmation of what circle you're in once we've established when we're going to start these circles. And I'm thinking it would be next month. So if you're interested in becoming a leader of one of the circles, then I'll be doing a leadership training on Zoom, and it's super easy, and we'll be creating it as we go. And so becoming a leader, also for those of you that haven't been a leader of a circle, this will be an opportunity for you to sort of push yourself a little bit and step out of your comfort zone. And it's a wonderful way to build your leadership skills in a very safe and loving environment. ANTN's a loving community, and this online virtual format is very, it might be a little easier introduction to becoming a leader versus doing it in person. So if you'd like to become a circle leader, then you can also email me at revalleyb@gmail. All right, I'm going to unmute you, and if I can figure out how to do that. Interesting. Okay, here we go. There, unmute everyone. So do you have any thoughts, ideas, comments, questions? And I'd love to hear from everyone. Even if you don't have a question, I'd just love to hear your feedback, because we really, as an organization, we really want to create a sense of caring and belonging and support. So I'd love to hear from you. Does this seem like something that would support you, your minister colleagues, your practitioner friends, your Unity licensed teacher friends, people within our community that might be feeling, especially now with all of the quarantine and isolation? And do you think this might be something that you'd be interested in, or you know of someone that would be?
Yes.
Yay! Feedback.
I think it's really great. You know, I personally have not been really plugged in with the organization ever since I joined. as many of you or some of you do know, I had a husband that was quite ill and has since passed away last year. And even though my intentions were to be at our conference and plug in more, I was not able. And so for me, I'm really grateful. I do run a circle in my spiritual community because I, like you, feel that it's a really great way for people to connect. I'm sure any of the ministers here who have run a center or run one now have had people move away, different states or this or that. So when you're online, it's got its upsides. You know, people that may not be around anymore physically can still plug in with people they become friends with even after they move away. And I think it's great. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad to see the people's faces and to feel like, you know, maybe this is a way for me to plug in, even though I haven't been able to. So I'm really grateful to you for that, Allie, and for everybody on the call. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Iris. Yeah, this will be a really great way for us to connect. I currently, my husband Michael, he's in a meeting in the other room at the moment. He wanted to be on the call. He's going to be leading one of the circles. So is anyone feeling a desire and interest to possibly lead one of these? Because we'll probably have more people than Michael and I can facilitate. So leading one would be something that I would invite you all to consider.
Yeah,
Well,
Allie, this is
gonna be
Pam.
doing oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just real quickly. This is Pam, and you know I'm definitely interested and would like to start something very soon. So
okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you.
yeah,
Hey, Pam Chapman.
Pam?
it is Pam Chapman.
Hey, Pam Chapman, it's Jerry Troyer.
Hi, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you too. It's great to hear your voice. Sorry,
Yes.
Allie, just had to put that
No,
out there.
good. I love it. How long has it been since you've seen each other?
We had a beautiful lunch together just a couple months ago. It was
We
lovely.
did. Yes.
Yeah.
Utah, California connection. I love it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
All right. So, Margaret, were you about to say something?
I was gonna say you're offering the leadership training, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so then isn't that the time to decide? It sounds relatively easy.
Oh, super easy.
Do it,
Yeah,
Margaret.
and I would be interested.
Okay,
Be
great. Then I'm writing your name down.
Well, someone else. Go on.
Yeah.
Write her name down.
Oh, can't hear you, Cherie. Here she goes. She's the techno whiz, I know.
Ah,
Okay, so yeah, the leadership training, super easy. There's just some simple guidelines, things that I've learned over the years. I've been leading women's groups for 20 something years, things that I found that to be super helpful to keep cohesiveness and keep a flow going. So yeah, the leadership training, and I know that all of you would benefit from it and enjoy that. Shuri, are you on yet?
Yep,
Oh,
I am. I switched out a microphone, sorry. Yeah, I'd be happy to support you in leading a group. That'd be great. Nice to see everyone. Sorry I was a couple minutes late.
You too.
Great to see everyone's faces.
Yeah. Why don't we just go around quickly and just say our name and where we are? And if you're a minister at a center, then let's hear the name of that. That would be awesome. Why don't we? Well,
You'll have to call on us because we're different on everybody's screen.
okay, Jerry, why don't you share?
Okay, I'm Jerry Troyer. I'm the ANTN administrator, obviously, and I'm staff minister at OM Center for Spiritual Living in La Mesa, California, just east of San Diego.
Awesome. Margaret?
Margaret Pelagi, and I am the senior minister at Joyful Gathering Spiritual Center, which is in Westmont, New Jersey.
Wonderful. Brenda?
And I am Brenda Shuck. I am one of the 10 new ministers at Joyful Gathering.
Awesome.
Reverend Brenda.
Jersey.
Hey, Brenda.
Grateful and delighted to be among such a wonderful group and led by Reverend Margaret. Absolutely grateful.
Beautiful. Carol.
And I am Rita Biancasino, another one of the 10 new ministers with Reverend Margaret at Joyful Gathering.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rita.
Thank you.
Awesome. Congrats.
I
Carol.
think this is a wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Carol Lawson. I'm the founding minister of the Center for Conscious Living, and we're in southern New Jersey as well, in Morristown, New Jersey.
Beautiful. Cherie.
I am Reverend Cherie Taylor-Jones. Through Unity, right now I don't have my own community. I am in Coos Bay, Oregon. This is my stay at home. As you can tell, I'm in a motorhome. So my husband and I are going around the country and guest speaking and doing some other wonderful stuff. But we're kind of stuck here for a while until things shift.
Beautiful.
Duck on the beach, right, Cherie?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Mary Beth, why don't you go?
Oh, what a shame.
I'm Reverend Mary Beth Spear, and I am happily the membership chair of ANTN, the board of directors. And I'm excited about doing these circles because a lot of the membership of ANTN is now moving in the direction of independent members. And so I'm interested in, I've done pulpit ministry for 2 different churches for over 15 years. I've been gone from pulpit ministry for a while and do other alternative ways of expressing new thought. And so we have a lot of that coming up through the ANTN membership, and we're in the exploratorium when it comes to all the different independent ministries we've got. So I think circle ministries are really exciting, and I'm definitely in for one, Allie. So
To lead one or to be a member of one?
to lead.
Oh, great. Fabulous. Iris.
I'm Iris Sauber. I am in Baltimore, Maryland. I got my ordination through the Centers for Spiritual Living. I ran a church for 10 years in the outskirts of Baltimore in Carroll County, Maryland. And in 2017, I founded that church. And in 2017, I left. My board and I didn't really see eye to eye on some things. I think maybe some people on the call could relate to that. And I decided I didn't need to stay there. So in 2018, I started a new center closer to my home. It's called the Inspiration Celebration Spiritual Center. And it's slow growing, but the people we have attracted are quite wonderful. And it's been a very challenging time. As some of you that were on the call heard me say, my husband was quite ill. And so he was diagnosed right about the same time I started the church. And so it's been a challenging couple of years, but we're meeting virtually just like this on Zoom. And I'm going to know that we're going to continue to attract people. And I feel really blessed to be part of the ANTN people and the ANTN group. I just have to say, maybe this sounds a little strange, especially any of you that aren't familiar, but it reminds me a lot of the old RSI from 20 years ago, when RSI was really about supporting people and really connecting people. And I feel that ANTN does that, and I'm really grateful for that. So it's good to see you all, and thank you for having me.
Iris, my hand is up. I was RSI from the early 90s.
I know you were. I remember your name, Mary.
Beautiful.
I remember.
All right, I'm going to ask Dr. Pam Chapman. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, so I'm Pam, and I belong to the Sacha Center in Ogden, Utah. I'm a practitioner there. I have my doctorate in religious science from Emerson, and used to go to Jerry's church for years. I'm a San Diego transplant up here, and have actually led a group a few times, and I'm very excited about doing this because we're sort of doing virtual church, and this is going to be like a combination of that. And I think it's going to be brilliant. I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'm Reverend Ali Benjamin. I serve 2 centers, one in Ogden, Utah, the Satya Center, and then one 11 hours away here in Big Bear Lake, California, at the Bear Valley Center for Spiritual Enrichment. And really enjoy serving those 2 communities. And we're doing it online like this. We're doing Zoom services on Sundays. And so I'm thrilled to be offering these circles, to be the spearhead, and I'm looking forward for them to become what they want to become, and for each circle to have its unique flavor. And I'm super excited, and I hope that if you're watching this video and this sounds interesting to you, we'd love you to be a part of these at the beginning of these circles. Our conscious leadership circle, and then the evolutionary circle. So I'm going to quit the recording and